After suddenly going viral in 2021, I realized the Backyardigans is so much more, what's the word? Versatile, iconic. What's going on, everybody? It's your girl Eugen, and today we are going to talk about your backyard friends, the Backyardigans, and why it aged like fine wine. Believe it or not, the Backyardigans started out as a stage show with real people in animal costumes. And it was around 1999, I think, with the characters Pablo, Uniqua, and Tyrone. And then in the 2000s, they kind of released a pilot, which also included Pablo, Tyrone, and Uniqua. Some of the scenes included the closing dance and also the alleged quicksand scene that they would include in Heart of the Jungle in episode 2. I think they also had another pilot including Tasha. Then they finally premiered the show in 2004 with Austin. Now here's a fun fact. Since Austin wasn't in the pilot or whatever, he was making his debut in the actual show. So, which is why you would see him dance kind of offbeat more than the others, because he hasn't really gotten to know them. But also, you could see Uniqua dancing a little bit offbeat, maybe to make Austin not feel left out. I'll talk about that later. In the first 4 episodes of season 1, or just like the first 4 episodes, you already get to see the characters like talking with each other, and it's kind of, it's natural and fluid, and usually they just have fun. And it's not like one of those formats on these TV shows where it's like pull a gun to their head and force them to talk about how much they care about each other even if they don't. Looking at 2 Winx Club seasons 5 through 8, especially 7. In Pirate Treasure, new kid Austin is seeing Uniqua as like a pirate, and so he wants to join in too, and Uniqua says, okay. And meanwhile, Pablo and Tyrone are playing around with a ball. They're also pirates. And, it's really cute. It's honestly really adorable. In episode 2, new kid Austin sees Tyrone and Pablo playing Tarzan. He's like, can I join? And they're like, yeah, of course. It's very cute that they always, when Austin was the new kid, they always had his back. And then in episode 3, Tasha's debut episode, Uniqua had her camera with her, and they were taking pictures of each other, and then Tyrone joined in, and then Uniqua was taking pictures of them, and Tyrone was doing bunny ears on Tasha, and Tasha was like, oh my god, that's so adorable. And then in episode 4, when Pablo and Tyrone were mountaineers trying to keep intruders out to protect their snowball, but Uniqua and Tasha were like a ski patrol. I think that is it. When Uniqua and Tasha were trying to search to rescue someone, Tasha was like, there's no one to rescue, and Uniqua was like, oh, really? And then she fell on the floor, and she was like, oh, help me, I'm falling, I can't get up. Oh, man. When Pablo and Tyrone and Uniqua and Tasha bump into each other, and then they were like, Pablo, Tyrone, Uniqua, Tasha. I'm not sure if that was like breaking character, but it was still pretty cute. See, this is how you have like character friendships and like character itself without it being too cliche. Like, you don't even need dialogue you don't even need the words, I care about you, or I love you very much to express or at least see the vision. Like, most of the time, they don't say, like, I care about you, or I love you, or you're my friend. Like, they just get along with it. And what's important is that if you can't really express it in words, or if it's too cliche to express it in words, it's important to keep a vision Like on the screen, let the characters move and act. Because if I'm being honest, the best friendship scenes come with no dialogue and like just laughing and giggling. Let's talk about the main aspect of the Backyardigans, the music and the performances. Every episode, the Backyardigans have like 4 to 5 songs, and every episode is a different genre, something different, and like hearing different music from around the world, and hearing what it's like. Some genres we're already familiar with, while some we probably never even heard of. And most of the time, the music genres fit the setting of their imagination in the backyard. And these guys can sing, especially Pablo and Uniqua. Like, they got pipes. Obviously, I have to give credit to Sean Curley and Jemiah Nash. I think that's how you say it, Jemiah? Or is it Jamia? I'm pretty sure it's Jemiah. And Avion Baker in season 4. Let's talk about the characters. Pablo is someone that I would call a jack of all trades, master of none. Pablo is extremely energetic. He easily gets excited over sometimes the littlest things. He's extremely expressive. Like, he could show big emotions when he's excited or also when he's scared, especially with his little panic attacks that he has. But in later seasons, he kind of suppresses the panic attacks or the expressive movements. I'm not sure if that's character development, but like, if I had to walk in Pablo's shoes and that was something that he wanted to stop doing, then I guess he has improved. He's someone I can trust to always make my day. Our Afro-Latino king. Oh yeah, there's been some debate on TikTok about, well, it's not really a debate, it's kind of, already thought out that the Backyardigans are black or black-coded. I can honestly see it. I mean, with especially Tyrone and Uniqua, it's not just coming from their voice actors, it's the way they walk and talk, act and react. Pablo, like I said, is our Afro-Latino king. Tyrone and Uniqua are fully black. Tasha and Austin are biracial, half black, half white. I can see it a little bit, especially since I'm half black myself. So you tell me in the comments, are they black-coded? Are the Backyardigans black-coded? Tyrone kind of gives me leader material or leader vibes. He doesn't tolerate anyone's shit, or he's kind of like doing his own thing while everyone is just like rambling. Also, at the end of every episode, he's always the one who's like, that was a great adventure, don't you think? So yeah, Tyrone kind of gives me leader vibes. Even though he's not the official leader, he kind of gives off. He's usually the one who will speak for everybody. He's pretty laid back and chill, but also kind of has a more dramatic side. Like, on the outside, he's very chill and laid back, but on the inside, he has a lot of stuff about him going on inside. Like, when it comes to talent, but also emotions. He doesn't even have to be angry to tolerate anyone's shit. Because, like, in the Yeti episode, when Uniqua and Tasha were arguing about if the Yeti was real or not, he was just like, excuse me, I'm gonna get started. I'll see y'all on the other side. Icon! He's very chill, laid back, relaxed, snarky, and full of secrets. Any role that he's given, he can ace it. And that clowns meme will forever be memed into everyone's brains. Clowns! 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 Uniqua's animal type has always been a mystery between fans and casual listeners. According to Janice Burgess, the creator of the Backyardigans, she's a unique creature. She has like the swirly antennas at the top of her head, which made people think she was like an ant or a caterpillar, like an insect or some sort. Janice Burgess said that she reminds Janice of herself as a child. There was also some speculations in videos about the Backyardigans being black if Uniqua is vitiligo, I can see it with like the with her pink spots. I think that is a really good observation. Uniqua can sing, dance, act. She's literally the whole package. Also in her voice acting, mostly in 2 through 4, her voice is more richer and deeper, more different and distinct from other black female protagonists. I guess her name says it all, and not just in the Backyardigans, but also in media itself. Tasha is a royal diva. Usually she gets roles that require a queen or a royal, head of royal, even like a major. Her best roles are definitely the roles where she's the boss, while hers, usually usually her roles personalities, they call for her being strong-willed strong-willed, hardworking, tough, so like the "you don't want to mess with me" vibe. Like, if you touch me, I will cut you vibe. But when it comes to roles like Chichen Itza Pizza but when it comes to normal person roles like Chichen Itza Pizza, like in Chichen Itza Pizza, or what else? Or Robot Rampage, she's fine, I guess. Or Cops and Robots, or usually any role that she aces is always the ones where she's at the center of attention. Mostly her roles are mostly the roles that she aces the best are definitely the ones where she has to be the center of attention. I know that there were some people who didn't really like Tasha as a kid or as an adult, but Tasha was like my favorite character. I would always be happy when she was on screen. And for some people, they kind of hated Tasha as a kid, but when they got older, they kind of realized she's just like me, and I'm just like her. She's basically like Raquel from Barbie Life in the Dream House. First, she was hated as a kid, but when everyone got older, she was the most relatable character in the entire show. Last up, but certainly not least, is Austin, my Shy King. Austin kind of has a dual personality, his positive side and his negative side. His positive side is usually, he's shy and he wants to be included. He starts off as the shy kid who just moved into the neighborhood, but in seasons 3 and 4, he sees himself as already an established member. Austin is very smart and he's extremely clever, but he gets very shy easily. Austin is the type of person who blushes easily when he, shows off his talents or show off his smart skills. If all else fails in their adventure, Austin would usually be the one to save the day. Like in The Legend of the Volcano Sisters, when they had to give the Volcano Sisters what they want, and they didn't want all the big, expensive things, they just wanted the very simple things. Now for the negative side. Austin can usually be nonchalant, and it's kind of funny. In the Key to Denial episode, when he was shit-talking about Princess Cleotasha, or in the horse race episode with the little mule, Pablo and Uniqua are arguing, and if they don't stop arguing, Tyrone is gonna pull ahead of them. When they are acting up, he's always calling them out, but he's not really afraid to call anyone out on their shit. Now let's talk about character dynamics. I appreciate Uniqua being a mother figure to Austin. I also appreciate Pablo and Tyrone being best friends and possibly even being a gay couple. Okay! I also appreciate Uniqua and Pablo being that expressive and excitable duo. Tyrone and Tasha, they don't really get that much screen time, but Tasha and Tyrone, they're both the show-offs. Even if Tasha and Austin don't really get that much to work with, the development, the dynamic is there. Just have to look for it. How exactly did the Backyardigans become viral in 2021? During the pandemic, when everyone was locked away in their homes and they couldn't leave their homes, one of the activities that they would do is go through their childhood shows, binge watch their childhood shows that they used to watch as kids or as children. The Backyardigans went viral with Into the Thick of It and Castaways. Apparently, they were so catchy, especially Into the Thick of It. And then people started to realize, how like the Backyardigans really shaped their childhood or their mindset and why it was so great to begin with, even with me. And so yeah, I think that's why the Backyardigans was in fact ahead of its time. And hopefully their legacy continues to live on. Or maybe a reboot. I'm hoping for a reboot. Or even a movie. I'm rooting for a reboot and a movie. Before I go, I wanted to tell you about a new project coming soon. It is my own Backyardigans fan fiction. Yay! The Backyardigans are preteens now, navigating middle school. It's kind of like the same format, except they learn about new topics. Also, I imagine in my reboot and the reboot and my fan fiction that we get to see new genres of music, especially how music has evolved throughout the years. I want to see, can you imagine the Backyardigans singing EDM, gospel, dance pop, techno, even K-pop, but not in Korean, just a K-pop format? Unless the story could take place in Korea and they have to, and they're idols and they're trying to make it the big, that would be a good idea. That would be a good episode idea for the reboot. See, I'm already writing the reboot. Oh my gosh. Janice, please put me on the writing list, please. I think I could probably make a good episode. Please. Okay, so congratulations, you have made it to the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope to see you guys soon. And in the meantime, I'm going to watch some Backyardigans myself. This is your girl Yujin, signing off. Peace!